No, 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 no. Puppy, it's filming time. It's filming time. Okay, stay right there. Don't go on your kitty condo. It's not time. Hey guys, I'm Jasmine, and that was Puppy, and today we are going to answer another very popular question, which is, why are B vitamins important for cats, and why do we use them in the raw food recipe? If you're new here and like learning about stuff having to do with cats, especially nutrition and the raw cat food diet, but if you also like things for humans that involve fitness and nutrition and whatever else I feel like posting, then make sure to click that subscribe button below because we do put out new videos every Catterday and sometimes sprinkled throughout the week. So, B vitamins. There are quite a few of them, but we are going to specifically be focusing on the essential 8 that are included within the typical B complex supplement. Although all the B vitamins work synergistically in order to support overall health and well-being, each of them does play a vital role at the cellular level. Vitamin B1 or thiamine supports healthy muscle function and contraction and is integral to a healthy functioning nervous system. B1 also aids in digestion in order to more efficiently metabolize the nutrients to become energy. Vitamin B2 or riboflavin is also vital in digestion by helping the body break down carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. B2 also plays a major role in cellular function, energy production, growth, and development. Vitamin B3 or niacin supports a slew of things as well, including the digestive system and a healthy appetite. B3 is also an important part of hair health, red cell production, and nervous system function. Vitamin B5 or pantothenic acid also helps in blood cell production, as well as the utilization of nutrients towards energy, hormone synthesis, and skin protection. Vitamin B6 or pyridoxine plays multiple roles in metabolizing amino acids and the synthesis of neurotransmitters, which is what allows the brain and the nerves to communicate with each other within the body. Vitamin B7, more commonly known as biotin, works to break down glucose, amino acids or proteins, and fatty acids, all of which help towards healthy hair, skin, and cellular health. Folate, or you may have seen the synthetic version, which is folic acid, plays a crucial role in the formation of DNA and cell growth, which is why it's especially important for pregnant women and also pregnant felines. This is also why you see it very often as a fortified vitamin in all kinds of foods. And then there's vitamin B12 or cobalamin, which shares many of the functions that we've already mentioned, like support of the digestive system and the nervous system, nutrient metabolism, red blood cell production, and DNA synthesis. So it's safe to say that B vitamins are very important when it comes to not only our kitties' health, but our health as well. And although most all of these B vitamins are present in tons of natural foods, including ingredients that we do use in the raw cat food, for example, the muscle meat and liver and egg yolks, we still add it into the food just to ensure that it is balanced. For example, folate, which we just learned is vital for key processes, especially in pregnant women or female felines, is mainly just found in foods like dark leafy greens or legumes or veggies, which, needless to say, we don't use any of those in the raw cat food. If your cat happened to be out in the wild hunting and eating prey, then they may get nutrients like folate from eating not only the stomach, but the contents inside of the stomach, because chances are high that the cat's prey does eat such vegetation. Actually, cats do eat some vegetation. You may have noticed that your cat likes to eat grass, and it's not just our domestic cats, but big wild cats like panthers enjoy eating grass sometimes in the wild. And nutrients like folate can be obtained by eating the grass, but this is actually going to be the subject for a fun upcoming video. Another thing to realize too is that B vitamins are water soluble, similar to taurine, which we use in the recipe and which we discussed in a past video. It is a lot harder for water-soluble vitamins like the B vitamins and like taurine, for example, to become toxic within your cat's system, since any excess your cat just flushes out. So by adding such supplements into the raw cat food, it's just a good way to be safe rather than sorry when it comes to a potential deficiency. Now, if you've happened to look at the ingredient label of most all commercial cat foods and even processed human foods, you have most likely noticed that they include many fortified synthetic vitamins like folic acid or thiamine or even B12. In human foods, you will commonly see fortified folic acid in things like bread and cereals and milk. And by the way, if you're interested in learning more about what words like fortified exactly mean and basically just how to shop smarter in the grocery store in general, then you will definitely benefit from my book, The Grocery Store Tour Guide and Nutritional Workbook, which I will leave a link for in the description below, or you can just search for it on Amazon. Now, the need for B vitamins in the body is increased whenever the body is under any kinds of stress. In humans, this can include things like colds or illnesses or heavy physical activity, even excessive exercise. It can even include if you have a demanding travel schedule or if you are a shift worker. And probably unsurprisingly, it also includes if you are a smoker or drink a lot of alcohol or just have an unhealthy diet in general. With cats, getting insufficient B vitamins is especially important if your cat suffers from CKD or chronic kidney disease and diabetes. Both of these diseases are not only stressful on the body, but they tend to cause excessive urination. And remember, because B vitamins are water soluble, they get excreted in all of that urine. So the more your cat drinks and pees, the more likely they are to potentially have a B vitamin deficiency, especially if they aren't already eating a proper nutrient-rich species-appropriate diet. B vitamin or B complex supplements also tend to degrade a little bit faster than other supplements do, which you may have noticed if you've had a bottle around for a while. The powder in the capsules turns from that bright yellow into a dark, kind of murky, caked up mustard color. This is one of the reasons why it's important to keep it stored in a cool, dark place, just like it usually says on the bottle. And I also suggest against buying it in bulk quantities, because chances are, especially if you're only using it for the raw cat food, in which case it's such a minimal amount, if you do get a larger bottle of more than, I would say, 30 capsules, then it's just more likely to go bad on you. That said, not only can you use a high quality B complex in your raw cat food, which you already know if you've made the recipe on catladyfitness.com, but I often suggest a good high quality B complex supplement for my human clients who tend to feel sluggish after a typical meal, especially ones who complain about that afternoon slump after what is really just a reasonable lunch. Taking a good B complex supplement with that meal is usually pretty effective in providing some more energy to where you won't feel like you're about to pass out at your desk. And remember, that's because it helps your body metabolize those nutrients more efficiently towards energy production. Now, when it comes to the different forms that vitamin B complex is available in, you will find it in powders and capsules, liquids, and even injectables, which the injectables are more so in regard to B12 in particular, because yes, just like B12 shots have seemingly become a popular thing probably in the past decade in human health, they can also be administered to cats to help alleviate certain health issues, which is certainly something that you can ask your vet about, because especially if your cat suffers from a medical condition that may cause vomiting or diarrhea or anemia or even loss of appetite, then a B12 shot is a safe option that could potentially help quite a bit. Now, in our recipe, The kind that I prefer to use is a powder, specifically in capsules, and it specifically is this one, which you've probably seen before if you've watched any of our how to make raw cat food videos, or if you've been to the website where I give you all the ingredients. Now, as for this brand, this Doctor's Best brand, it's just always been the brand that I've used, and I've actually suggested this to my human clients way before I even started making raw cat food. So one of the reasons why this has been my go-to when making raw cat food at home is because I literally just had it on hand in the first place, and I'd already done thorough research on this one in particular. And by the way, for me, that research isn't just looking some stuff up online and checking testimonials, but I contact the company directly to check on their sources and testing and manufacturing practices to know that it did meet my standards for a supplement, be it for humans or for cats. I also liked how this one in particular doesn't contain potassium or iron, which you can see in some B complex options from other companies. Not only are those nutrients not necessary in most cases, but they can potentially be harmful if your cat doesn't need them in the first place. This one also uses methylcobalamin as the B12, and that is more bioavailable than the synthetic version, which is cyanocobalamin. This one also has a slightly higher dosage of the B12 in it when compared to other B complexes out there that I had come across, and this could potentially be advantageous for your cat's health, especially if your cat suffers from CKD related symptoms or issues. And no, by the way, I am not at all in any way associated with Doctor's Best or this brand or this B complex or anything like that. I purchase it off Amazon just like anyone else, or actually this one's pretty easy to find at local health food stores too, so I just figured I'd let you guys know that because transparency is important here. Now, all of that said, I get asked a lot about what to do if you want to use a different brand or if you want to use a different form of B complex. If you are making raw cat food or even taking it yourself and you want to use a liquid version or a free-form powder that isn't in capsules, that is absolutely fine and you can absolutely do that. I would suggest doing your own thorough research in that case to ensure that you're getting a high quality supplement. You want to make sure it has all 8 of the essential B vitamins. Ideally, you want to avoid any unnecessary fillers or things like potassium or iron, like I mentioned earlier. I would seek out something using folate as opposed to folic acid, which is the synthetic version, and that uses methylcobalamin for the B12 as opposed to the cyanocobalamin. And of course, I suggest getting just the right amount that you need. I always just get these 30 capsules, even though I'm pretty sure this comes in 120 caps and maybe even more. And again, that's just because they tend to go bad a little bit quickly, even if you are cautious with how you're storing them. Now, one of the many reasons that I created and provide that free raw food recipe calculator on catladyfitness.com is so that even if you don't have access to the same exact supplements that I may be using and showing you guys, which I want to say I get them all off Amazon, but it doesn't matter. If you want to seek out different options, if you'd rather stay loyal maybe to a small business near you, like a natural health food store, then that's even better. But by using the calculator, then you can actually see the measurements themselves of each supplement in grams or milligrams or IUs for the vitamin E, for example. And that way you know exactly how much to use regardless to the specific brand that you may get. All right, guys, I hope you found this video interesting or helpful. Please remember to share it with any fellow kitty parents that you may know or anyone who you think could benefit about knowing a little bit more about B vitamins and the B complex supplements. Oh, and I didn't forget, this week's Meowed Out goes to Venu Sukumaran. I probably butchered that. I am so sorry. Thank you, Venu, for being a loyal subscriber and for always being so engaging on Instagram and liking the stories and the posts. And if you want the chance to be next week's Meowed Out, then just follow me on Instagram at Jasmina and leave a comment anything you want under my most recent picture, which happens to be this one right here. I know in the past it was sharing the video on Twitter, but I'll be honest with you guys, I don't use Twitter, really. So also remember to click the thumbs up below if you liked this video, and to click that little bell icon when you subscribe so that you get notified whenever new posts or videos go up. And now, you guys know what time it is. Hi. Oh, I feel so bad. You were resting so peacefully. Okay. I feel like we're having a moment. Well? Oh, okay. You're just... Okay, here, go right here. All right, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next week. Bye.